If you find yourself being more task-oriented, you've got to remember that the ministry is first and foremost about people, right? People work trumps paperwork. I have always been a task-oriented type person. Now, I think that the older I've gotten, the Lord has taught me some things, and I think I don't know if you would say my personality has changed as much as I recognize the value of people more and more, I think, than I ever have. But the first 5 or 10 years of my ministry, especially, I'd probably say first 10 years, I was so task-oriented. You're either task-oriented or you're people-oriented. Every person falls in one of these two categories. You either default to being very task-oriented or very social and people-oriented. Now, one of the biggest ways to tell which one you are, if you are working, okay, and someone comes in and wants to talk, how do you respond? If internally you're like, man, I'm trying to work, I've got stuff to do, you're probably task-oriented. If you're like, come on in and forget what I'm doing because you like to talk and relate, and then you're probably more people-oriented. So, now, if you find yourself being more task-oriented, you've got to remember that the ministry is first and foremost about people, right? People work trumps paperwork. And we don't do as much paperwork anymore. It's all computer work and phone work and digital work. But people work always trumps that kind of stuff. And as a young pastor, I would be so busy and so task-oriented and driven, and I would run around the church doing this, that, and the other. And sometimes people would stop me and ask me, like, Ryan, are you okay? Are you upset? I wasn't mad. I just was so serious and running here and there that I think I would run by 50 people along the way and not look at them in the eye, not say hello. And I have learned that at the end of the day, ministry is about people. It is about people and loving people and just slowing down and looking those kids in the eye, learning their names, talking to mom and dad, looking those volunteers in the eye and telling them how much I love them and appreciate them, and sending them text messages and dropping them a card in the mail. And those are the kind of things that people remember. And I wish I would have learned that earlier. So, a lot of what drives me every day is generosity, just generosity and love, because my prayer there are a handful of things I pray every day, and one of them is that God would give me a greater capacity to love people. Lord, give me a greater capacity to love people, and just love. And you know, that's what people need. People need to be loved, don't they? They need that, and they desire that. We all have this internal need that goes back to Adam and Eve with a need to be loved, and it really doesn't take a whole lot. And so if you are more task-oriented, or if you are even more introverted and it's harder for you to talk to people, pray that God would help you in this area, and just determine, I'm not going to walk by somebody without making eye contact and smiling and trying to say hello and have a great day. Last night on the way home from the church, or went away from the hotel from the church, we left here, or we might have been going out to eat or something, and we passed, it wasn't on the highway though, it was on one of these slower roads. We passed a semi or something, and I waved at the guy, and I said, why did you wave at that guy? And I said, I don't know why I waved at that guy. I think because I have just worked so hard over the last several years. I do not want to walk by people without acknowledging them and trying to look them in the eye and smile. I don't know why I waved at that random truck driver. She was like, why did you wave at that guy? I said, I don't know. Now,
he needed it.
That's right.
Maybe he needed it. And I don't always get this right. We all have bad days. But I really do wish that I would learn this early on, just to love people.